Last year, Huawei tried to have some sort of presence in the mid-range space with the P8 Lite, but as we've seen, there was just a ton of handsets that really saturated that part of the market. Some were worse, some were just vastly superior, and the P8 just fell out of memory. But this year, Huawei's the first out of the gate to announce something pretty sweet in that particular segment. Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. You're watching our video review of the Honor 5X. So without a doubt, the best thing going for the Honor 5X is its competitive $200 full retail price. There's a lot of value in this handset given the specs and knowing that it has dual SIM slots and it's also unlocked. It also comes with the same fingerprint sensor that we've seen in the Huawei Mate 8 and even the Nexus 6P. It's recessed and starting to show that this is becoming the trend amongst mid-range devices. It's very responsive and we use it to unlock the handset and it works in the same capacity as its siblings. And the other thing about the Honor 5X is that they went with a sleek metal design. This is a vast improvement over the P8 Lite from last year, which utilized a plastic body that emulated a metal finish. This is all metal here, but there are some plastic elements around the top and bottom edges. It has a chamfered beveled edge, it looks nice and really complements the phone's pricing. Its metal body, however, feels a little cheap and definitely more prone to scratching. There are also some other unsavory qualities about the handset. For example, you have a poor in-call quality experience. The earpiece is weak, voices tend to sound scratchy in tone, so it's very challenging to use. The display is okay. It's a 5.5-inch 1080p IPS display, so details are nice. It tops out at 584 nits, so it's pretty visible outdoors, but has an extremely cold color temperature of 8,000 Kelvin. And it's not really all that color accurate either because yellows are influenced by green and magentas tend to appear blue in tone. It's also very sluggish with its performance. It's powered by a Snapdragon 615 chip, the same processor used by the P8 Lite last year. It handles all the basic stuff with ease, but it really falters with more processor-intensive stuff. It's also obnoxiously long with its battery recharge time. It takes 354 minutes, which is ungodly long. But luckily, the battery life is average. It managed to achieve a mark of 6 hours and 54 minutes in our benchmark test. And generally speaking, we get a day's use out of the battery. The camera in the back is a 13 megapixel one, nothing really to gloat about. The performance is okay as long as you have good ideal lighting conditions. Under low light, you do see some degradation, some softer looking visuals, some digital noise, splotchy looks, but for the most part, it's still usable. However, the 1080p video recording lacks continuous autofocus and voices sound a little bit on the sharp side. What really sets the tone for the Honor 5X is its killer pricing. It sets the pace for everyone else going forward. However, there are some compromises with the package as we've seen. It's still kind of early on in the year, but the Honor 5X is definitely a choice to mull over if you're looking for a backup handset or just a replacement without having to settle for something really cheap.